Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The final game of Week 4 is about to get underway here in the Chaos Cup in the Mid-Atlantic Mauling League. Tonight, it's top table action with the Pippy Fan Club versus Knee High to Nuffle Lizardmen versus Chaos Dwarves. It is going to be a grimy game. Let's take a look at the standings. And as you can see, Pippy Fan Club currently in first place ahead of Tracksuit Mafia with Knee High to Nuffle close behind. In third place, both teams feeling pretty comfortable about their position right now. Still not guaranteed to be in, I don't think. I haven't done the math. But both teams definitely looking for a win here tonight. Just 1 week left in Swiss. After this, after week 4, that is. After week 5 is over, the top 4 teams will advance to the semifinals. First up, we're going to take a look at PPFC, the Pippy Fan Club. Lizardman team coached by El Nubarino is coming in at a TV of 1,200 tonight. 12-man roster. Interestingly enough, he kept Christina Aguilera on the roster even though she has a serious concussion that brings her armor value down to just a measly 6. But he says, you know what? I've got a position for Christina Aguilera on this roster. Fair enough. That's going to give him 4 or 5 skinks. Britney Spears, the level 2 skink. She has picked up... Man, that just sounds mean and rude. The level 2 skink. She's stunty. She has dodge. She picked up the sidestep skill. Sidestep is a fantastic skill to pick up on a player. Sidestep means when you get pushed, you don't have to be pushed back. You can be pushed in any adjacent square that you want, and it's not the attacker who chooses, it's the defender. So very strong skill. You can get extra movement out of that skill. You can reposition with that skill. Really good skill to pick up. SB Beaver, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Level 2 Sarses, Tori Amos, and Mariah Carey. 11 months, by the way. Thank you very much for that. I really appreciate it. The 2 level 2 Sarses, Mariah Carey and Tori Amos, have both picked up the block skill. Block is a solid skill to pick up, of course, especially on these strength 4 players. 6 Sarses on this Lizardman roster. 6 players with a strength of 4. He's got the Crocs, Bjork, who has a strength of 5, of course, being the big guy, the big gal. 2 TRRs, 1 Apothecary, and a whopping 5 Fan Factor, and that's because he is currently undefeated, and he will be up against Knee High to Nuffle, coached by Clypheus, also undefeated. Knee High to Nuffle coming in with an 11-man roster. 3 level ups so far. The Hobgoblin, the number 10 Hobgoblin picked up the block skill. That's fine. The number 9 Chaos Dwarf Blocker picked up guard. That is great. These Chaos Dwarves, so dwarves in general, they're pretty slow. They're pretty resilient. They're fairly tough. They've all got block, you can see. They've all got thick skulls as well. Having that means they tend to want to be grouped up. And therefore, guard, you get a lot of value out of guard on dwarves. So I think that's a great skill to pick up here on number 9. The number 2 Bull Centaur has picked up the block skill as well. So he has sprint, he has sure feet, he thick skull, of course, and now he also has block, boulder dash. Unfortunately, Blasphemy has a damaged back. That means all injury rolls are going to have a +1. So far, he's been able to stay alive on the pitch. We'll see if that'll continue to happen here tonight. Nice spread of SPP across this roster. Clypheus has been doing a great job with that. He's got a massive 3 TRRs right now, 1 Apothecary and 3 Fan Factor. What's going to happen tonight? Man, it is going to be Bash City, USA tonight. Oh, the Lizards. Of course the Lizards are going to bash all day, every day, for the rest of their lives. Pippy Fan Club, with all that strength on that roster, they are going to try to get player advantage. They're going to try to murder this other team. They have the Prehensile Tail and the Crocs. They only have 2 TRRs, however. Going up against Knee High to Nuffle. Knee High to Nuffle, also a fairly bashy team, but they've got those 2 Bull Centaurs who are just so fast. They have a strength of 4 as well. So fast. Sprint and sure feet means they get 3 GFIs. They get a reroll on a GFI. They can go 9 spaces a turn. Really, really important players for this roster. He also has 3 Hobgoblins. The Hobgoblins are the highest agility players with an average agility of 3, as opposed to everybody else having an AG of 2. If Clypheus can make use of these nimble players, of the Hobgoblins and the Bull Centaurs on offense, I think he wins tonight. I think it's just that simple. PPFC is going to be going for player advantage. They're going to be going in hard. They're going to be trying to take blocks. They have to be mindful. PPFC has to be mindful that they only have 2 TRRs. Clypheus, if he can force Pip's Pippy fan club to burn those TRRs early, he'll be in really great shape. He can leverage this Kastorf blocker as well for good effect on offense. On defense, I think Clypheus is in pretty good shape as well. He's got the Bull Centaurs, who will most likely be playing defensive back duty in this game. The Hobgoblins will be maybe in the linebacker position, but he's got a lot of mobility. He can go base to base with a lot of people. The problem is those Sauruses, there's 6 of them, and they've all got a strength of 4. He only has 2 Bull Centaurs who can match on strength. So, I mean, you can bet they're going to want to mark, and they're going to take hits. I wouldn't be surprised if El Nubarino wants to take PPFC and start fouling early. I mean, he's got plenty of skinks. He's got Christina Aguilera. Why else would you have her on the roster if not to block with her, or if not to foul with her? So, Clypheus needs to be mindful of getting of losing player advantage, and El Nubarino needs to be mindful of the speed on Clypheus's team. I don't think it'll be much of a chess match. It could very well be. I think it's just going to be Bashtown. Bashtown 2022. So we'll see if the coaches are ready to go. It looks like they're both in Discord. There wasn't much of a difference in TV. Clypheus is getting... Who's getting the TD diff? Somebody's getting 50k or so. Yeah, Clypheus is getting 50k. He's got a little money in the bank. He's got 40k in his treasury. That gives him a total of 90k to spend. I can't imagine he's going to dip into the treasury. I think he's going to take the 50k. He's going to pick up a Bloodwiser Babe, which he doesn't really need, but what else are you going to do with the money? And at least that can protect those Hobgoblins. So I think not much is going to happen in the inducement phase. There we go, that's the right spelling. Clypheus says starting the game. All right, good luck. Have fun. SP Beaver says we can only hope it's Bashtown. Clypheus says prehensile tail. Ha, joke's on him. Dwarfs don't dodge. Yeah, really nobody except the Hobgoblins dodge. But the Hobgoblins will dodge. I'm almost certain of it. $50k in the inducement phase again. It's probably going to go only to the Bloodwiser Babe. Hank the Ranger said you played a very bashy Wood Elf game earlier today, Ava. Thanks. I think. All right, it looks like Pip's Pippy Fan Club is going to be on defense. Here's Skies in this final game in week 4. PPFC with the +1 fame advantage. Clypheus, yeah, picked up that Bloodwiser Babe. Why not? Bloodwiser Babe gives you a +1 on your knockout rolls. Knockout rolls are a 50-50. Whenever you're knocked out on the next drive, you get to roll a die per player who's knocked out. If you roll a 4+, they'll come back onto the pitch. A Bloodwiser Babe reduces that down to a 3+. Turns it from a 50% chance of a recovery to a 67% chance of recovery. Hank the Ranger is praying to Nuffle. And I think a lot of prayers need to be said by both teams here as they pray to Nuffle. They're going to have to rely on some of these die rolls over the course of the game, no doubt. 3-man defensive line so far for the Pippy fan club. Two Sarses and the Crocs in the center defensive tackle position. Hank the Ranger pleading for sweltering heat. Pleading. SP Beaver praying, hoping it'll happen. That Bull Centaur will come off the line for sure. Yes, indeed. 3-man line for PPFC. 6 linebackers, 2 safeties. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Giving up those wide zones. Hank the Ranger asks, who won fame? PPFC won the fame. He's got a +1 fame advantage. What? What happened? What's wrong? What? Oh, okay. I thought you were pointing out something disastrous that just happened. 2 players in the left wide zone right now. One is a Bull Centaur. Oh, of course, he'll be backed up by Briar Rose, the number 6 Chaos Dwarf blocker. 1 Bull Centaur back to receive. Oh, wow. Is he going to try a handoff? Is he going to pull a Hobgoblin back to try to hand off to the Bull Centaur? Bull Centaurs only have an AG of 2. 5-man line right now. The guard is in the center. Well, the player with the guard skill is in the center position. So he'll be giving an assist no matter whose tackle zones he is in. So currently, that's a 1-die block for the Hobgoblin against this Saurus. Same over here. Wow. Wow. So Knee-High to Nuffle is going to receive with the Bull Centaur. Here's the kick. Brilliant coaching. PPFC is going to get an extra TRR. Ball's kicked right next to that Bull Centaur. He says, try to pick it up. I dare you. But that's not going to happen first. First, there's going to be some movement upfield. Blitz right out of the gate with the Bull Centaur in the left wide zone. 2-die blitz on the Skink. He'll get a push. Probably won't follow up. He wants to move the Bull Centaur. Definitely doesn't want to be marked. Yeah, it doesn't want to get marked by a Saurus, especially a Saurus with the block skill. No more movement for Boulder Dash. 2-die block on the line. He's going to take it with the number 3 Chaos Dwarf blocker. Well done. He's going to get a 2-die block on the right side of the line now as well. Oh, rolled. Skulls. Had to spend a TRR. And now he is down to 2. Just like that. Doesn't follow up. He's got a 1-die block, a skilled block against the Crocs. He might take it at some point. I imagine he will. I think Rich says I would not follow. Yeah, definitely don't follow with the Bull Centaur. SP Beaver says, turn 2 scorer by a Skink after 2 failed pickups by the Bull Centaur. I mean, maybe. Advances across the line of scrimmage in the right wide zone. Advances across the line of scrimmage in the left wide zone. He's going to take the block first before he goes to the pickup? Probably, I have to imagine, yeah? No, he's going to go for the pickup. Failed the pickup. Not going to spend the TRR on that. Well, he spent his TRR already, so he can't. But he wouldn't have regardless. And that's turn 1 down. Turn 1 now back to PPFC. And now this is a tough block for the Crocs to make. That's a 1-die block coming back, but anybody he can block right now is skilled, where he is not. They all have the block skill, being dwarves. SP Beaver says, I think I would have tried to pick up first as well, but I think I also shy away from 1-die blocks more than average. I tend to not take 1-die blocks unless I have the block skill, and then I feel a little more comfortable. If I have the block skill and a TRR, then I'm totally fine with it. Moves the number 8 Saurus over in the right wide zone. Going to take a blitz on the Chaos Dwarf blocker. Only gets a push on Jubilant, the number 4 Chaos Dwarf blocker. Doesn't follow up. Still has movement left with the Saurus. The Sauruses are not slow. They have an MA of 6. He marks the right guard, the number 10 Hobgoblin. Or the right tackle, rather. Moves the number 10 Saurus Jewel back to mark the Bull Centaur, who dared to travel down pitch. Blitz has already been spent. I think I might be okay with the Crocs just staying here, not taking the block, tying up three Chaos Dwarf blockers. I might move my players back on the line, but well, that's tough, right? Because they'll eat a 2-die block coming back due to the guard skill. Yeah, it's tough choice. 15 seconds. Oh, he is. He's going to move right back up the line. Only got 1 player back to the line, not 2. Turn 2 now for knee-high to Nuffle. They're down to 2 TRRs. Pip's Pippy fan club picked up an extra one on the kickoff event table. They're probably going to look for the 2-die block on... or PPFC is probably going to look for the 2-die block on Boulder Dash. So knee-high to Nuffle probably wants to take this block. Boulder Dash is skilled. I think the block against Jules probably a fairly safe bet. SB Beaver says there needs to be more bashing. There does. Marks the number 5 Saurus, perhaps to blitz. Yes, indeed. 2-die blitz on the skink, on Fieno Apple, I'm sorry. Gets the POW and gets an injury. Wow, well done. First injury of the game. SB Beaver says, death to any and all Sauruses. Took the block on the skink. That's the right block to take. Skinks only have a strength of 2 and an AV of 7. Wow. 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 Took the 1-die block, and there's the problem with all those dwarves. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the wrong player. I was like, why would PPFC take that block? It's not their turn. That's why. Good block by number 7. Because he's got the skill, that's what makes that safer. The block skill says that if you get a both down result, you do not get knocked down. That's whether you're on offense or on defense. Now the 2-die block coming against that Saurus. Gets the POW on Jewel. Oh, excellent KO as well. Wow. 2-man player advantage now for knee-high to Nuffle. Taking out a Saurus is huge. 15 seconds left. He's got positioning to do with Jubilant, perhaps. Otherwise, he's going to try to pick this ball up. Yeah. Moves Jubilant forward, marks both Sauruses, takes the 2-die block back at the line. Because the Hobgoblin has the block skill that worked out. Good pickup by the Bull Centaur. Now he is going to trot, perhaps trample down pitch. Leave it to Rouse, prayed to Nuffle. Teeny Esperanto prayed to Nuffle. Let's go. Croc stands back up. Knee-high to Nuffle has daylight down the left wide zone. PPFC is going to have to respond to this somehow. SP Beaver says that cage looks a little weak. Does it? I think it looks all right. Or the protection looks all right. He's got the Chaos Dwarf blocker number 9 with the guard skill. Even if he gets multi-marked. Well, no. If he gets marked, he's probably in a bad spot. One minute has passed here in turn 2. Only the Crocs has stood up. El Nubarino, considering his options, takes the block on the right side of the line against the number 10 Hobgoblin, gets a knockdown. 8+ for the injury. Doesn't get it. Doesn't follow up. He wants to give the assist over in the right wide zone. 2-die blitz against the number 3 Chaos Dwarf blocker, Bashful. Took the blitz so he could mark the bull carrier. The ball carrier. I guess he is a bull carrier. That bull centaur has an AG of 2. He cannot dodge. If PPFC can mark number 9, then they can prevent the 2-die block coming back on the Saurus, or the 2-die blitz, I should say. SB Beaver says he could pass, though. There we go. Good knockout. Dobby is knocked out. Now one-man player advantage for knee-high to Nuffle. SB Beaver says, I want to see a centaur to centaur pass. You'll be waiting quite a long time, my friend. I want to see a tree man touchdown. 2-die block brings in the skink to get the assist on the number 8 Hobgoblin. Good use of the skink there, the lend of the assist here. These Hobgoblins are weak with an AV of 7. There's your, yeah, it's your highest chance of taking somebody off the pitch, just like that. And now it's all tied up in player advantage. 9v9. Doesn't have anybody left. He's got the skink. Can the skink get there? The skink can get there. No, but the skink's not going to get there. All right. I have to imagine number 9 is going to come in for the assist against Lisa Loeb. SB Beaver says, we all want to see a tree man touchdown, but sadly there are not 20 turns and a half for it to move that far. All right, he's not going to move the Castorf blocker with the guard skill, and I think that's fair. He's going to bring in Bashful instead for the assist. Means he wants to move number 9 down pitch with the Bull Centaur. Bull Centaur takes that 2-die blitz, gets the pal, double pals in fact. And now he is free to move. He is free to move 6 spaces plus 3 additional GFIs if he wishes. He gets a reroll on those on a GFI as well. Boom, boom. Took 2 GFIs. Fair enough. Well done. That's as fast as an elven war dancer. As fast as a human catcher. SP Beaver says skink blitz. Blitz. I mean, maybe. I highly doubt it. Moves number 6 Castor blocker Briar Rose up to mark the skink and the Saurus Tari Amos. Saurus Tari... Man, that's a tongue twister. Saurus Tori Amos. There we go. Whew. Moves the number 9 Chaos Dwarf blocker up to mark as well. Marks Shirley Manson in the backfield. Hank the Ranger says, I want to draft Saurus Tori Amos to my team. She'll have a spot. One die block results in a push against the turret. Man, the Saurus Tori Amos. 15 seconds to go for Knee-High to Nuffle. They got 2 players left to do something with. I don't think they want to do anything with them, though. What do you do with the last Bull Centaur? Play a little D against this skink. All right, turn 3, back to Pip's Pippy Fan Club. Teeny Esperanto says, doesn't someone have a player named She Sells Seashells? You say that perfectly. I know. But Saurus Tori Amos, man, that's rough. PPFC, they're going to move a Saurus back a few spaces back. It's going to be tough to get at this ball carrier. The ball carrier is currently in scoring position. 2 GFIs will score. He gets a free reroll on one of those GFIs, but first up is a smash to the face of a Chaos Dwarf blocker. That number 7 Chaos Dwarf blocker, the dwarves all have an MA of 4. That means when they get knocked down, it costs 3. Whenever you get knocked down, it costs 3 MA to stand back up. MA stands for movement allowance. So just standing up is going to eat up 75% of his movement allowance. It's going to leave him with 1 space that he can move when he stands up, unless he wants to take a go for it. PPFC trying to put the hurt on, but these resilient dwarves are tough to take off the pitch. SP Beaver says if he scores this early, it's plenty of time for Saurus Tori Amos to score this half. Moves a Saurus down pitch. Oh man. Is Britney Spears going to have to be the sole defender in front of this Bull Centaur? Two-die blitz back behind the ball carrier. Gets a clean hit. Took the blitz so he can start to move. TD Esperanto says, I think it's pretty criminal that Fiona Apple got injured. Oh, interesting. Is he... Interesting movement with Tori Amos. Here's Britney Spears. Britney Spears back to play some D. She's going to cover this left wide zone all by herself. I believe in you, Britney. Wow, the rare failed skink dodge in the backfield. SP Beaver says, Dwarf Blitz in position for a Centaur hit to surf the Saurus. Two-die block, clean hit on the number 4 skink. That's Avril Lavigne. Teeny Esperanto says, I don't know any Tori Amos songs, but I'll definitely make some Brit jokes. Hank the Ranger says, I'm telling you that 3+ failed stunty dodges aren't that rare. Yeah, but it sounds so much cooler. Two-die block on the Saurus. He's going to get the surf out of this. Well done by Clypheus here to surf Tori Amos off the pitch. And she will be knocked out. Oh, did he spend the apothecary? No. What's it look like on the pitch right now? It is all tied up on the pitch. 9v9, right? 9v9? 9v9. No, it's one-man player advantage to Knee-High to Nuffle. 9v8. Took the block with the ball carrier to get the surf. Decided not to move down pitch. He's not going to score this turn. Has a 1-die skill block against Lisa Loeb. Nope, it's now a 2-die skill block against Lisa Loeb. Gets a push. He won't follow up. He wants to move this Chaos Dwarf blocker. And that Chaos Dwarf blocker is going to move right beside the Bull Centaur and try to protect the ball carrier. Turn 4 now to the Pippy fan club. Final turn of the first quarter. Two-die block with Lisa Loeb only gets a push. Decides to follow up. He's going to mark number 5 and the number 10 Hobgoblin. SP Beaver says, now's the time for the Skink Blitz. Oh no, the big guy fails the boneheaded roll. Big guy will not be taken. Oh! Spent the TRR. Really wanted that big guy to put in some work, but the big guy is a loner. When you're a loner, you have to roll a die first. On a 4+, you still spend the team reroll that you wanted to take, but you don't actually get to take it. And now the team reroll is not available for the rest of the turn. You only get to use 1 per turn. And now it's going to be a 1-die block. It's going to work out because Mariah Carey naturally has the block skill. The ball scatters off the pitch. Wow, and gets thrown right back into center pitch. Holy moly. Saurus naturally couldn't pick that ball up. Wow. 2 TRRs apiece for both of these teams. Just a little over a little over a minute in the first quarter left. Yeah, now PPFC is going to send a skink. Shirley Manson down pitch. Put her into scoring position. PPFC is going to try to pick this ball up. Failed pickup, doesn't have the TRR. Remember, spent it on the loner roll. Or the loner lack of roll. And now, second quarter begins. Knee-high to Nuffle. Needs to try to get this ball back right here. I think the Ranger says that Crocs has no tackle zone. Yes, indeed. Good call. When you are boneheaded, you have to roll a d6 before you take your turn. If you roll a 1, then you stare off into space. You have no tackles. You lose your, not only lose your turn, but you lose your tackle zones until you succeed in a boneheaded roll in the future. You had enough. Now looking for a surf on Mariah Carey. Take the blitz on the skink, marking the ball. Might want to take the both down result. He's thinking if he wants to push instead. Good block, and now he marks Lisa Loeb, the number 6 Saurus. The 2-die block will be coming back against her right now. Gets the PAL. Well done. This Bull Centaur is free. There's no tackle zones exerted on him. Hobgoblin has a higher AG, however. Retro Ian, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying Blood Bowl. I love this game. SP Beaver says, yes, pick up with the Centaur. Knee-high, considering his options here. Only one free player on the... Well, 2 free players on the pitch. He has the Bull Centaur, who's free because of the boneheaded roll. He's got Robin Roundcap, the Hobgoblin, who is also free. The remaining 2 players are both marked by Sauruses. 26 seconds to play in the turn. Goes for the... Oh, not going to go for the pickup with the Hobgoblin. He's going to mark the Crocs instead. Going for the pickup with the Bull Centaur. Failed the pickup. Is he going to spend the TRR? This makes it a 75% chance. Good pickup by the Bull Centaur. That is the power of a TRR. Well done by Knee-High to Nuffle. GFIs as well. Wow. Why is the replay not playing? Okay. Yeah, good movement. Good movement. 50-50 pickup. You have a team reroll that makes it a 75% chance. Picked it up, spent 2 GFIs. Now he's knocking on the door of the end zone. And it's going to be real tough to take him down. Can anybody get to him? Oi. Oi, the Crocs can get to him with a dodge, but the Crocs has an AG of 1. Yeah, it was 3 GFIs. He did all 3 GFIs. Good recovery by Clypheus and Knee-High to Nuffle here. The only player threatening that Bull Centaur, preventing him to score, is a Croxagore with the lowest agility in the game, an AG of 1. He needs to roll a 6. Oh, but he's not even going to get that far, because yet again, he is boneheaded. SP Beaver says Croc splits and mark. Yeah, I mean, that's what was almost certainly going to happen there. Now the Sauruses on the right side of the pitch are going to take their hits. Another good hit on the number 7 Castor blocker. Hard to take dwarves off the pitch. He got a stun though. It's not going to matter. But he did get the injury. Broke the armor on a 10+. SP Beaver says, can the skink reach with a couple of dodges? The skink. What skink? The skink? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. GFI. All right. Gets a mark on the Bull Centaur. Not going to help much. But sure. Hank the Ranger says, I'd mark with him. You never know what the dice will hold. Fair enough. I probably wouldn't have. I'd be afraid of losing my skink. Takes the uphill block to try to save Mariah Carey on the left side of the pitch. Wow. That's going to work out. Well done. Avril Lavigne, what does she do? She's got 5 MA to spend without GFIs. Good dodge. She's going to run back towards the ball carrier, just in case it doesn't work out for Knee-High to Nuffle. Knee-High to Nuffle can take a blitz, a 2-die blitz on Britney Spears, and walk the ball into the end zone. They still have a TRR as well. Teeny Esperanto is praying to Nuffle that it happens. He's going to take the blocks first. 2-die block. Good block on Mariah Carey. I'm just hoping for the push. SP Beaver says quad skulls. Oh man. Takes another 2-die block. Gets the POW on the Saurus. He's doing the right thing, but man, I would be scared. He has some free dwarves in the left wide zone to move. In fact, he has 3 free dwarves over on the left side of the pitch. SP Beaver is demanding death. Demanding it. Clypheus deciding what he wants to do here. He has just a little over a minute in turn 6. 1 TRR remaining. Oh, is he gonna go for the block? Is he gonna go for the block on the Crocs? Can he get it? Wow! Takes the blitz on the skink. Gets a KO on Avril Lavigne. Well done. Retro Ian demands death. More blood for the Bull God. I agree. Wow. Wow. Deciding to just take the block with the Bull Centaur. He says, you know what, I'm safe enough. 3 die block on the skink. Only gets a, no, this will work. He's got the block skill. Well done. Gets KO on Britney Spears. So smart. Well done by Clappies. That's why both these teams are currently undefeated. I would have been so scared. I would have blitzed and scored just immediately. Turn 6 to PPFC. Now Hank the Ranger says, leave Britney alone. Wow, that's five Lizardmen off the pitch now. Good Lord. 3-man player advantage now for knee-high to Nuffle. Where have all the good skinks gone? Retro Ian says, kill Britney! Really nothing for PPFC to do here other than just collapse down on the ball carrier. Take some hits, perhaps? Maybe hope for a riot? Good block. Get a block out of the Crocs, try to get Bjork back into this game. Wow, man, Clypheus has done such a good job breaking this defense apart. You can see these two Sauruses are basically out of the drive. Good block. Blitz with the Crocs. He wants to get that Crocs down pitch. When you blitz, that's basically a movement and a block all in one. You can spend one of your movement points to take a block. And then you can move before the block and after the block. Gets a mark on the Hobgoblin. Retro Ian says these centaurs have too many legs. Better break a few. It's funny because one of them, yeah, blasphemy, tripped over the ball and broke a leg. 13 seconds left in turn 6. They stood up the Crocs. The Crocs gonna eat 2 dice coming back, but he wants to keep the Bull Centaur where he is. Oh, and here comes a skink running all the way back. Shirley Manson getting pulled out of scoring position. And now, turn 7 for knee-high to Nuffle. Do they take their blocks? Do they just score? They have 1 TRR left. Might as well take some blocks. SP Fever says it was only an ankle. He's fine. Clearly fine enough to be back on the pitch. Two-die block. Moves in Bashful to get the assist. That way, he doesn't have to take the block with the Bull Centaur, and he can move this Bull Centaur and almost certainly blitz with it. Oh, is he going to set up and try to foul Mariah Carey? Is that the plan? I don't think so. I think you score. He doesn't have any bribes. Can't afford a foul here. Two-die blitz on Shirley Manson. Ooh, gets the POW. 8+. Gets the injury, but no. 2 Lizard players on either sideline now. That's probably it, right? You just go in and score. Yeah, 1-0. Knee high to Nuffle takes the lead. Hank the Ranger says, good TD. That was a fantastic touchdown. Man, such clever play. This is the top table after all, but man, this is one of the things that's great about Blood Bowl. You have so much agency in this game that, you have different races to choose from. You have different players to choose from. You have different skills to choose for each player. You have different formations you can choose. And then even with all of that, coaches can play each team wildly differently. PPFC is going to get at least 2 turns now to try to tie this game up. If they can somehow pull that off, they're in great shape to win the game. But I can't imagine it's going to happen. There could be a riot. Retro Ian says, well played. SP Beaver says that was a great drive. That was. I think it's all tied up on the pitch, 10v10, right? Let's see. 5, 10, 5, 10. 10v10 on the pitch. Hank the Ranger says he could do it. Slim chance, but a chance. SP Beaver's praying to Nuffle and reduces the GFI failure rate from the standard 900% to a measly 99%. Three-man Dwarven line for knee-high to Nuffle. PPFC. Now to set up. Are they going to try to play for a tie? Tie in the first half, that is. Oh, he is. Puts a skink on the right sideline. Wow. SP Beaver says smart move to put the tackle players on the edge. Tackle negates the dodge skill. And yeah, that's a very prudent move by Clythius. 2 skinks back to receive. Skinks on the Lizardmen team. These are really the only players that can actually handle the ball. Everybody else is just too low agility. Retroween says, I'm on edge too. It would be so hype if he can pull it off. I hope he can. He's going strong right, 4-man line. He's going to get at least 2 blocks on the line. Well, he can get all 3 blocks if he wants on the line. Brittany Spears has sidestep. That is your natural receiver. Switches the Crocs with Asaurus. Alanis Morissette goes to the left side of the line. Bjork's going to go to the right. Oh, wow. He is stacking this offense all the way to the right. He is hoping to get a blitz and barrel the player down the pitch. 6 seconds left to set up his formation. Hank the Ranger says it looks like the Irish wristwatch formation. Here's the kick. Changing weather. The weather's going to remain nice. All right. Not a bad kick for PPFC. They got 2 TRIs left. They can score. SP Beaver says just what Hank always wanted. Retro Ian says, you can do what I did and crumple like a piece of paper. These are rough teams to go against. Gets 2 skinks on the ball. Probably wants to take this blitz first. Or not first, but before he picks up the ball. Oy. All right, he's going to mark some players first with the Crocs. I think that's smart. Yeah, now he's going to go for the blitz. 2-die blitz. Gets a push. That's really all he needs to open up the hole. He's got to follow up as well. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It was a blitz, so he doesn't have to follow up. That's fine. If that wasn't a blitz, he would have to have followed up, or else he would have closed the hole with his own player. Yeah, I probably would have followed up as well. Took this mark. No, he's going to try to protect the ball carrier. Fair enough. Is he going to GFI handoff? Do you think that's the play? GFI handoff. So the Saurus goes here. That gives him his half cage, and then GFI handoff to the skink. Takes a 2-die block back at the line, gets a POW. SP Beaver says no GFI. All right. Now GFI, now that you've lowered the failure rate. Gracefully. Taking the line blocks, gets another POW. Gets a stun. Not going to matter too much. Those dwarves are really slow. Even if he wasn't stunned, being down basically takes him out for the rest of the turn. Having to spend most of his movement just to stand up. Going to move a Saurus down pitch to play some D against this contingent over on the left. Is he going to move this Saurus here? That is exactly what he's going to do. All right, I think we're going to see a GFI handoff. 16 seconds. Good pickup. No, it's going to be a GFI quick, or non-GFI quick pass. Well done. Well done. And now Britney Spears is going to set up on the 8-yard line in the half cage. PPFC has... Oh! He ran out of time! Oh, no! Oh, no! Oh, how unfortunate! Careful setup, carefully crafted, a very good offense. Oh, he's just going to have to pray to Nuffle. Retro Ian says he's still pretty safe at least. He is, but oh boy. I don't think he can win now. I don't think he can score. He's gonna have to like throw to a Saurus or something. Hank the Ranger says, can't that Saurus score? I mean, yes. Hand off to a Saurus, I guess. Just over a minute. Takes the 1-die block on the Saurus, gets the push. That's going to free up the Chaos Dwarf blocker for what is sure to be a blitz. Yes, indeed. 2-die blitz. Gets the POW on Britney Spears. Ball scatters out of bounds. And goes all the way into no man's land. I guess we can still see a long bomb. Long bomb to a Saurus. You know what? I'm here for it. Let's go. Long bomb to a Saurus. 2 GFIs to score. Let's do it. One GFI to pick up the ball. Is he going to try it? I don't think so. Oh, he does. Fails the pickup. He's going to spin the TRR. Oh, boy. A little bit of grace for PPFC. Well, let's see if they can even make this pass. They have to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, my goodness. Let's say 1, 2. I don't even think they can pass it. Take a 2-die block over in the right wide zone, spends the TRR, gets a push. I think it might be too far, but I guess we'll find out. Could he make this one? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. He could pass this Saurus, who can't score. All right, it's got to go to this one. Mariah Carey. Taking the blitz. Gets a pal on the number 7 Kasdorf blocker, Cantankerous. Follows up. This is the last turn of the first half. Is he even going to attempt it? He is. Oh, boy. Oh, no. Good effort. 1-0 at the end of the half. Knee-high to Nuffle, currently in the lead. But Pippy Fan Club is going to get a second opportunity here on offense. Man, what a first half that was. Whew. Saurus comes back onto the pitch. That is good. Hobgoblin comes back onto the pitch for knee-high to Nuffle. So I think that's 11v11 on the pitch, yeah? 3, 4, 5. 11. Yep, 11v11 on the pitch right now. Knee-high to Nuffle has to set up in defense again. Man, what a predicament now for PPFC. Pippy Fan Club now. They are the slower of the two teams. They're by no means slow. It's just, the problem is, you only have a few ball carriers, right? And they're very weak. One of them particularly so with an AV of 6. If you score too early, then you give knee-high to Nuffle an opportunity to try to win this game 2-1. These Bull Centaurs with an MA of 6, if they take their 3 GFIs, that's a quarter of the pitch that they can move in one turn. Over a quarter of the pitch. Knee-high to Nuffle setting up with a 3-man line again. 2 players in either wide zone. 4 linebackers, 2 of which are the Bull Centaurs. He's going to play them close. I think that's fine. And now Pippy Fan Club. What to do on offense? Full rosters again for these two teams. Knee-high to Nuffle had the TRR advantage, but lost it on the kickoff event in the first half. This time they're back up to 3, while PPFC is up to 2. We'll see if knee-high to Nuffle can retain the TRR advantage. All 4 skinks back to receive. 3-man line currently. Crocs in center. He's strung to the right. 1 Saurus in the right wide zone. That's one of the Sauruses with the block skill. Figuring out what to do with the rest of these Sauruses here. He's got 3 to set up. Carefully considering his formation. Puts 1 Saurus over to the left. Jules going to play tight end. Shifts the Saurus in the right wide zone over 2 spaces back to center. Puts the Saurus now in the left wide zone. Both Sauruses with the block skill are in either wide zone. That's it. That is the formation. Oh man, this weather just keeps changing to the exact same thing it's been. Wow, what a kick by knee-high to Nuffle all the way back to the end zone. PPFC doesn't care too much. They have 2 deep receivers, but man, I'm always impressed when I see a kick go that far. Rich says, awful. The weather, not the kick. So he went with a 5-man offensive line. He can block down this defensive line with ease. Ease-ish. They are, of course, all skilled. He's going to take the blitz right off the bat against the Hobgoblin. Gets the both down result. Works because of the block skill. Well done. He's still got movement with that SARS. Moves the SARS back behind the line. What do you think? Blocks on the line next? Maybe reposition some players? Two-die block on the line. Oh. He'll have to spend the TRR. Gets a good hit out of it, but now he's down to 1 TRR for the rest of the game. Is he going to take the remaining 2 blocks? I mean, I guess so, right? Two-die block gets a push. And get 2 more blocks out of this. Two-die block on the left side of the line. Good hit. He'll take the final block with the Crocs, provided that the Crocs can pay attention. Oh no. That was really smart. Really smart by PPFC. He didn't take the block head on. He took it this way so that he would take the block with the Saurus up next and he doesn't have to deal with that loner roll. Failed that roll, pushed him into the Crocs just in case as a last resort. Got the 3-die block out of it. Really smart. Really well done by El Nubarino. Good action order. Going for the ball pickup. Good pickup by the number 12 skink, Christina Aguilera. SP Beaver says both these teams are playing really well here. Yes, they are. Going for the short or the quick pass. Successful quick pass. Christina Aguilera picks up an SPP. SPP are star player points. They're basically the experience points of Blood Bowl players. Once you get a certain amount of SPP, you level up. You gain a new skill. And that skill is chosen by the coach based on certain conditions, based on the type of player it is, on the type of team, and the die roll you make for the skill check. Cage is up at center pitch. Very good first turn for the Pippy fan club. Now back to knee-high to Nuffle. How does he counter? He's only got a blitz to take. No blocks. Stands that line back up, says if you want to block me down, feel free. You can spend your TRRs. That is fine by me. Don't you know how thick my skull is? Probably going to stand up the Hobgoblin and maybe move him back a space. Marks the right side of the cage. Mariah Carey marks Alanis Morissette as well. 2 marks on the right side of the cage. Here comes the blitz. He is going to blitz Mariah. No, he's not going to blitz Mariah Carey. He's going to blitz Britney Spears. He's going to get a push out of it. Britney Spears has a sidestep skill, so she gets to choose which space she goes into. Fair enough. That's the only block that can be taken. Retro Ian says, it's the classic immovable wall versus unstoppable lizardmen. The classic logic problem. It's going to mark Tori Amos over on the left side of the line as well. Moves Robin Roundcap, the number 10 Hobgoblin, back to the left side of this cage. He's going to try to harass, try to force PPFC to make some decisions, to make some die rolls. Still deciding what to do with Dobby, the number 11 Hobgoblin in the right wide zone. Probably needs something in the right wide zone. Yeah, and so he just moves him up the space. I think that's good play. And then moves the number 1 Bull Centaur back into the safety position-ish. Turn 10 back to PPFC. 2-die block on the Bull Centaur. They get a push. Ball carrier is now free. But to go where? It's going to take the 2-die block against the number 8 Hobgoblin. 8+ will get the injury, but that ties up the Sardis. Gets a stun out of it. Well done. He's got a 2-die block against the number 5 Chaos Dwarf blocker as well. It's a skilled block. He now has a hole for the skink for Avril Lavigne to move through in this direction. Takes the 2-die blitz. Retro Ian demands death. Takes the 2-die blitz, doesn't follow up because Tori Amos is going to try to protect the ball carrier. He's going to move Tori Amos up or downfield. Yes, indeed. Can he get a half cage out of it? He can. So he's probably going to set up a half cage with the ball carrier right here. Yeah, everybody who needs to do so is free to do so. Well done. Ball carrier will end up here, and then he's got some decisions to take at the line. He also has Christina Aguilera to do something with. Man, so scary with her. She's going to level up again, but she only has an AV of 6. I would have sacked her. I would have fired her. This is too much. This is too much TV for AV 6. 2-die block back at the line. Gets a push. Another 2-die block coming up. Oh. I don't think it is. It a 2-die block? Let's see. 2, negate. Yeah, 2-die block. Hank the Ranger says she's a cold body to have on the field. I guess so. Good block. One more 2-die block. 2 more 2-die blocks to take at the line. Double skulls. I wouldn't have re-rolled that, but he did. Pip's Pippy Fan Club spends their final TRR trying to get some hits. Get a stun. It's a good stun. Thick Skull saved Jubilant. PPFC with no TRRs remaining for the game. Oh, took it with a different player, so he's not going to get the block. Failed the GFI! Tried to GFI with Gwen Stefani. Didn't work out. Now she's prone on the ground. She's going to lose half her movement next turn just standing up. If she gets marked, and I have to imagine she will, then she's going nowhere unless it's a blitz. Hank the Ranger says, you never GFI. SB Beaver says, it's the worst play a coach can call. Hank the Ranger lowered the GFI failure rate from 900% to 99%, but after the fact, 2-die blitz on the cage skink gets a push. Shirley Manson's going to stay alive. Follows up and gets a tackle zone on the ball carrier. The ball carrier is going to have to dodge now. This is what you want to do. You want to make your opponent roll dice. You make your opponent roll as many dice as you can. The more dice they roll, the more that will fail. And in Blood Bowls, we talked about this earlier, with so much agency, with so many decisions, when players are fighting head-to-head like this, one mistake can cost you the game. 2-die block on the skink. It's going to be a dodge push. Britney Spears is going to get to decide where she's going. Retro Ian says tackle is really scary to stunties. It is. This and that's a good call. The Chaos Dwarf blocker has tackle. Tackle negates the dodge skill. Under a minute to play in turn 10 for Knee-High to Nuffle. Lots of free players to do something with. I have to imagine Blasphemy is going to get in front of the ball carrier, play some defense. Oh, maybe not. I don't know. It's easy to tie down Blasphemy. Number 10 Hobgoblin marks the ball carrier again. Blasphemy, the Bull Centaur gets right in front of the ball carrier, playing some D. That's a whole lot of dodges to take. Just 10 seconds to go for Knee-High to Nuffle in turn 10. He's going to shift the number 11 Hobgoblin downfield. Going to try to get him into this drive next turn. And that poor Chaos Dwarf blocker on the right side of the line is going to shift left as well. And that'll be it. Is it the Blitz? Is it the 1-die skilled Blitz against the Bull Centaur? No TRRs left for PPFC. He can score with 2 GFIs. Oh no, the Crocs. Fails his boneheaded roll. Boneheaded big guys, sometimes, and I'm not saying that's the case here, but sometimes you just don't want to take an action with them because you don't want to risk them losing their tackle zone. Sometimes they're content. Humans will do this a lot with their ogre. Content to just have that 5 strength right on the line. No, so he doesn't blitz the Bull Centaur. Goes for the blitz on the back of the cage instead. And now, is he going to take a block? I mean, I guess he's going to have to take the block with Shirley Manson, right? Oh, moves the Saurus. This might even be better. Moves the Saurus to tie up the Bull Centaur. That's a good play. That frees up a space for Avril Lavigne to move. But first, it's going to be a block by Shirley Manson. Oh, no! He takes the block on the right side of the pitch first. He has no TRRs. Oh, no. All right. Knee-High to Nuffle now. Trying to take Britney Spears out. Gets the POW. Pip's Pippy Fan Club with no TRRs remaining. Knee-High to Nuffle with all 3 of theirs. Britney Spears is stunned. Boulder Dash. Ay. Did he take the yellow block at some point? I don't know, maybe. Blitz on the ball carrier, gets the push, surfs Avril Lavigne, and she is injured. And the ball gets thrown in just about where it was, but over this scrum. Oh no, Knee-High to Nuffle has a real chance here. SB Beaver says, I believe you can hear Brittany. Whoa, Shirley Manson's KO'd as well. Oh boy. Knee-High to Nuffle putting in the work. Two-man player advantage now for Knee-High to Nuffle. SB Beaver says, I believe you can hear Brittany taunting the Centaur saying, hit me baby one more time. Boo! 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 Somebody ban SB Beaver. And now the 2-die block coming against Torianus. Here it is. Gets a push. Doesn't follow up. Doesn't want the Bull Centaur to be locked down. Nobody can really get at this ball. I mean, he does have a TRR if he really just wants to YOLO. Hank the Ranger says, Dwarf Dodge GFI pickup. Takes the 1-die block on the right side of the pitch, gets a push. I mean, he still has the Bull Centaur. He could dodge out, positive dodge with the Bull Centaur. He has a TRR, I guess. Both of these teams, team cohesion's just kind of thrown out the window at this point. It is a kung fu fight. "36 seconds left in turn 11. Hank the Ranger says only one skink left. Yeah, that's a good call too. This is really Christina Aguilera, the skink with an AV of 6. She has the broken back. That's the only ball carrier that PPFC has on the pitch. Ian says 2 on the pitch. Where's the other one? Oh, Britney Spears. Yeah, she's stunned. Good call. Well, turn 12 for PPFC. What do you do? What do you do here? Yeah, Britney Spears is stunned. Oh, man. Tried to get the block. PPFC tried to get the block on the line. Didn't work out. Didn't have the TRR. Really needed to go for the surf over here instead. Got surfed in kind as a result. SB Beaver says we need a hero. Skull result. What? Took the 1-die block, didn't work out, and got stunned for his trouble. Turn 12, final turn of the third quarter. Knee-High to Nuffle, looking pretty good. SB Beaver says that was not the play of a hero. Takes a 2-die block against Jewel. Wow, good stun. Very good stun. 2 stunned Sauruses on the pitch. Crocs is currently boneheaded as well. One of the 2 remaining skinks is prone. The reason the skinks are the only viable ball carriers for the Lizardman team is because they have an AG of 3. Everybody else has an AG of 1. Knee-high to Nuffle is going to take these blocks. He's got plenty of TRRs. Gets a good hit against Lisa Loeb. Retro Ian asks, does Boneheaded remove tackle zones like really stupid? Boneheaded does indeed, yes. And it stays that way until he passes a Boneheaded roll in the future. So because of his action order there, his Crocs stayed put. I don't know if he had much of a choice, honestly. Two-die block with the Bull Centaur. Only gets a push on Mariah Carey. Tries to pick up the ball. Oh, man. GFI pickup by the Bull Centaur works out with no rerolls whatsoever. Takes a two-die block on the Bull Centaur. I'm sorry, on the Saurus. Gets a pal. Works out. Frees up Robin Roundcap. But honestly, who is even going to go after the ball carrier? Poor Christina Aguilera. Fourth quarter begins now. PPFC has 4 turns to try to get this ball back and try to score to play for the tie. Not that they need it. They're pretty good at 9 points now with a record of 3-0-0. SP Beaver says he should mark the skink with the ball carrier, just a taunt. Wow! Bjork fails her boneheaded roll yet again. Two-die block over in this right skirmish. Clean hit. Gets an injury on Cantankerous. It's going to have no long-term effect. I don't think Claffius minds too much. Hank the Ranger says that's 4 or 5, which is statistically insane. That's on the boneheaded roll, yeah? Two-die block way back in no man's land results in a push. Stand-up blitz gets the POW, the Chaos Dwarf blocker. Doesn't follow up. He wants to move the Saurus. Ooh, good stun. But what do? You've only got... You took the blitz, so you only have 2 movement left. 3 to stand up, 1 to blitz. 2 movement left. Mark the ball carrier, I guess. Oh yeah, good call. Yeah, the Saurus is marked. He doesn't want to move. Took the blitz just because it was a stand-up. I think that's fine. Oh gosh, it's all up to Christina Aguilera. Words I thought I'd never speak in my life. "13 seconds left in turn 13 for PPFC. Here we go. Christina Aguilera marking the ball carrier. Let's go. Let's go. You have an AV6. You don't care. You don't care. You forgot to put your armor on. You just have your outfit from your last show. It's all right. You still get on the pitch because you're a pro. Turn 13 to knee-high to Nuffle. SP Beaver asks, what could possibly go wrong? Blitz on Christina Aguilera. It's only going to be a push because she's a pro. This Bull Centaur is going to gallop down to the 16-yard line. There he goes. Takes a GFI just because he can. Takes 2 GFIs. Who's he trying to protect himself from? 3 GFIs. Wow. Wow. Retro Ian says show off. Hank the Ranger and SPB were both asked why. Because he can. He says, you know what? Let me show you. Let me show you my equestrian skills. 2-9 block of Osiris by the number 2 Bull Centaur. It's a good hit. A mark by the number 9 Chaos Dwarf blocker on Britney Spears. Poor Britney. SP Beaver says, someone clearly prayed to Nuffle harder before this game. Indeed they did. Most of PPFC out of position at this point. No real chance of catching this ball carrier. They can send, I think both skinks can get back to mark the ball carrier. Might even get daring and take a block on the Hobgoblin, but I don't know about that. Lisa Loeb takes a block against the number 11 Hobgoblin, gets a push. Now the blitz. 2-die blitz on the Castorf blockers, not going to work out. Not going to work out when you don't have the TRR. That makes that super risky against a skilled player. Wanted to take the block first. I would have taken the dodge instead. Positive dodge out. And now turn 14 for Knee-High to Nuffle. Gets a push on Britney Spears. She will not go down. 2-die block on Christina Aguilera. Oh no! A 7 breaks armor. No! She stays alive. We'll see how much Claffius is feeling himself here. I would score and put this game away, but I don't think he has to score. So we'll see what he decides to do. He's gonna blitz, 3-die blitz on Britney Spears, gets the PAL finally. Looking for that 8 on the armor roll. Gets a stun. Britney is effectively out for the rest of the game. Hank the Ranger says, Christina proving you can play Blood Bowl with a broken back. Yes, she is. I don't want to hear complaints from those elves ever again. Lots and lots of blocks to take. Takes a block on the Sars, gets a KO on Lisa Loeb. PPFC is probably okay with this. She'll get sent off the pitch and she'll be safe for the rest of the game. SP Beaver says he could pass for extra SPP at this point. You could try. You could try to pass. Yeah, doesn't need that defense anymore. He's going to send the Hobgoblin, Robin Roundcap, back to play some smash duty. Turn 15 for a Pips Pippy fan club. Nobody in position. Most of the players prone. The big guy still boneheaded. Seconds have passed. PPFC looking for an opportunity to do something. As to what? I don't know what you do at this point. You're not getting at the ball carrier, so do you just try to set up the most effective blocks that you can set up? Finally, the big guy in play marks Briar Rose, the number 6 Chaos Dwarf blocker. Just under a minute to go here for Pip's Pippy Fan Club. Man, have we had any weather changes at all? Other than that brief rain? Successful GFI by Alanis Morissette. Blitz on the Hobgoblin, trying to take some players out. Good hit. Oh, and he does it with an injury. Let's see what it is. Oh, nothing much. Two-die block on Bashful. It's going to be a push. I think the Ranger says, my game had rain. I couldn't pick up the ball despite sure hands. I need to train with the Bull Centaurs. SB Beaver says, none of these injuries are helping me for next week. I'm sorry for your loss. Turn 15, back to knee-high to Nuffle. I don't know what you do. I guess the Bull Centaur comes back here and goes after Mariah Carey. She's really the only real threat. Hank Ridge says, luckily, I don't think I'll have to play either of these teams next week. Yeah, I mean, you and I have a high probability of playing each other, in fact. Gets an assist on Gwen Stefani. Takes the one-die block. It works out. That was a skilled block. Well done. Retro Ian says, I'm feeling better about my 0-3 loss to Knee High. Knee High to Nuffle is the Batter Bowl champion. That's the off-season tournament. Or rather, Clypheus is the champion. SB Beaver says, Pip's Pippy Fan Club has played most everyone near the top. He may end up playing somebody in 6th. This will be a both standing result. He spends the TRR. He says, you know what? I can spend the TRR. It's fine. Gets the knockdown on Mariah Carey. And Mariah Carey no longer a threat. Nobody can get at the ball carrier. Seconds left in turn 15. What other blocks is he going to take? Is he going to score? Oh, I was like, yeah, you don't need to do that, buddy. Retro Ian says, foul some skinks. You know what? I agree. I concur. Foul Christina Aguilera for having the audacity to get on the pitch with an AV of 6. SP Beaver says, yeah, good game fouls. We need more good game fouls. Oh, is he going to do it? He's going to do it. Oh, he gets the injury. Yes. Oh, she's still safe, though. He gets sent off for that. It was ruthless. But you know what? I would have done the same thing. Hank the Ranger says she's fine. Yeah, she'll be back next week, provided she stays on the roster. Turn 16 for the Pip's Pippy Fan Club. What do you do? What do you do? You take some blocks, you say GG's. No TRRs left. Nobody can get at the ball carrier. I guess Britney Spears can, right? Oh, Britney Spears can. Do it, Britney! Takes the block with the Saurus. Come on, Britney! Come on, Britney! Get up! You can do this! Two-die block, way back in No Man's Land, results in a push. Takes another 2-die block against Robin Roundcap. Good hit. Got a 2-die block with the Crocs. I believe in you, Brittany. Brittany can still mark, though. I mean, she's gonna get blitzed, but she can still mark. I believe in her. I mean, if you don't stand her up, she's gonna get fouled anyway. Good hit by the big side. Oh, another injury. Will it last? It will not. Knee-high to Nuffle does not mind. SP Beaver says he won't foul. Actually, yeah, he won't foul. Hey, she failed her dodge. At least she got KO'd. She's spared from staying on the pitch. Final turn of the game. Behind a Nuffle. It's going to coast this ball into the end zone. And that'll be the end of the game. 2-0 the final score. Well done to Cliveface and Knee-High to Nuffle. Great game by both coaches. Man, what a fun game that was. The Knee-High Dwarven Cheerleaders. Beautiful. Oh no, the injured Hobgoblin, Dobby. I think that's not a permanent injury though. Ends up being the MVP. Knee-high to Nuffle, dominating ball possession in this game. Blocks between the two teams are almost dead even. But you know what's not dead even? The number of KOs inflicted. 5 for Knee-high to Nuffle, 2 for the Pippy Fan Club, 3 injuries inflicted by the PPFC, whereas only 1 for Knee-high to Nuffle. But great positioning, great field control by Clavius and Knee-high to Nuffle. Hank the Ranger says, can we see the boneheaded roll? Sure. PPFC boneheaded roll. Failed. Took 12 rolls, failed 4 of them. That's a 66% success rate. It should be 83%. Oh, yikes. Oh, that's unfortunate. SPP, oh boy, SPP, 13 SPP for Pippy Fan Club, 13 SPP for Knee-high to Nuffle. Not a bad take by both teams. We'll take a look at the standings again really quick. These are not updated with this last game, but both teams still in really good shape here. PPFC will take the loss, their first loss of the season, their first loss of the competition. They'll go 3-0-1. Knee-high to Nuffle will go 3-1-0. They will remain the only undefeated team still in the Chaos Cup. They'll launch themselves into first place here at the end of week 4. 1 week left to go in Swiss rounds in the Chaos Cup, and then the top 4 teams will advance to the semifinals. Plenty of Blood Bowl left to play in the competition. Plenty of Blood Bowl left in the season. There are still 3 more competitions after this. I hope you guys had a great time tonight. Play Blood Bowl. It is a super fun game. You know, I absolutely adore this game. You can play it in its tabletop form. You can pick it up at your friendly local game store, or you can play it online via Blood Bowl 2 or by other means. When the week 5 schedule gets posted, we will update the schedule here on Twitch, also on Twitter and on Facebook. You can see those on your screen right there. And play Blood Bowl. It's a super fun game. We'll see you back here for the final week of Swiss. Week 5 starts tomorrow. Have a great night, everyone.
Work